Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast presents Degen Madness. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Hello, Sean. It's the Elite Eight of Degen Madness, and I gotta be honest. I hope we aren't peaking with this gem of a game here between Washington and I don't know, underdog favorite Mr. Marcus Sahonis taking on the fireball himself,
Nico Mannion out of Arizona.
Now that I know he's an Italian, he's a fellow Guinea. Let's go Arizona.
Fellow I-Tie, and joining us, third man in the booth, Colby Dan, aka the Dantabase. Colby, I'm going against. I made a lot of money on Nico Mannion and the Wildcats, but I'm going to ride my underdog pick for Degen Madness, the Washington Huskies at 40-1. I think the size of Stewart is what carries this team to victory, and I'm hoping Nico Mannion goes a little cold. Although I'm scared going against them, I'm getting the +3 going against Kramer. What are you doing?
I mean, first off, you shouldn't be scared because the guy he's matching up with, look, 72 rating to 80. I get it. Okay, Nico Mannion's an 80, but the opposing team point guard Marcus Sahonis 72, but he's been playing like he's a 90. All
That's
right,
true.
so
that's true.
So this match, throw out those numbers. I'm all over Washington here. I did a write up over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com covering both games. So if you want to get in on the second game,
I'm sorry, real quick. You are not listening to 98.9 The Flex, Sean. Who are you listening to?
You're listening to the Sports Gambling Podcast. Of course, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever great podcasts are downloaded. And this is the type of game we wanted coming in when we created this tournament. Two exciting underdog teams.
this is the best game so
going
far.
head to head. Two of the hottest teams in the tournament. And I don't think anyone could lose here. Obviously, one team's going to lose, but the entertainment value off the charts.
The bigs of Washington is the reason why I took the Huskies is I think the bigs from Washington are going to outplay the bigs from Arizona. The bigs from Arizona haven't really been heard from the first two games.
No, they've just kind of relied on Nico Mannion shooting and
Baldy can hit some threes.
It's worked for them. Jamarl Baker Jr. He's had some great kind of the number 2 scorer, but really they've lived and died with Mannion, and they're living on fire.
How do you address the alleged left coast bias being applied to Degen Madness?
Well, you know that we are based out of Los Angeles, and we are right in the dead center of the Pac-12, aka the Conference of Champions.
Why would we put Washington then? We were in Pullman.
We are Wazoo guys. Shout out to Coach Leach,
all right,
friend of the program.
Sliders are done. Sean, have we addressed the action for tonight?
Yeah. So the spread is -3. You're on Arizona -3, so that maybe scares off the Arizona -3 backers because you're on an insane cold streak. I'm taking Washington +3, total at 96. Feels kind of high, but who knows? We keep falling into these overtime games, and it really could go either way.
Let's go chalk. I'm on the favorite. Sean, tonight is going to be the night my luck changes. Here we go. Are we ready?
Washington's going to do this. Washington's a deeper team. I mean, Quad A Green, another key player.
Rooney Dell pointing out that Washington is 2-13. Don't worry. None of that nonsense matters. This is Degen Madness. Yeah. The simulations have shown that all my data, complete bullshit. It's all about the lights shining bright for Degen Madness. Sean, here we go.
Maybe he forgot that our CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Oh man, never gonna get sick of hearing that.
And mostly, if I am the one who created this, and if I'm fixing it, I'm doing a mighty horrible job.
Can we get some
little sound?
I'm sorry.
Game audio for us.
Double dribble there. What's going on there?
Nico Mannion gets the ball early, passes it up. Arizona wins the tip. Nico
Mannion for 3.
Oh my God.
Man, the guy just continues his magical run.
And we could be in a long. It's going to be a long night if Washington allows him to get those looks.
Didn't he score like the first 7?
Play was cut.
Mannion again. Oh my God. What the hell is? Hey, we're gonna need to get on him. We're gonna need a timeout.
Oh my God.
Someone get a hard foul on Nico Mannion.
Yeah, seriously.
But
Stewart. Foul? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And I think
is this just a one-on-one game?
I told you the bigs are going to attack Arizona's bigs.
And we nailed it in the preview. Washington is a bigger, more physical team. All they got to do is slow down Nico Mannion. They haven't done that. 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
Wow, Sean, I need to catch my breath.
Dude, if he scores the first 17 points of this game, I'm gonna resign.
First and foremost,
Nico.
I forgot. I was gonna wish everyone happy Easter up top. Hope everyone had an isolation Easter that was satisfactory.
This is the Easter 8, the Elite 8. Stewart at the line. I think he's a pretty solid free throw
He hit
shooter.
some big free throws last game against Louisville. As I say that he misses, but I'm saying
Cash chiming in 77%. So
yeah.
he's gonna make the second one.
But he made the big ones. Like I said, he got fouled like late in that game, and he hit both. So I don't mind missing in the first quarter if you make him in the fourth.
People are just leaning into this under. I don't know.
Well, certainly not off to a good start for the under, but you just need Nico Mannion to go cold at some point. We'll see if that happens.
Has any of these teams scored below 50 in any of their games?
No, I think Washington got 55 both
Washington
times.
has scored 55 and 55.
Oh, and he's open again. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Jesus
What is
Christ.
happening here?
Arizona has put up 70 and 57. Who's taking the under here?
Off to a 9-3 start. All 3 threes from
Jesus.
Nico Mannion. Player of the tournament
This
right
is
now in Degen
ridiculous.
Madness.
Oh, he had Stewart for a second there.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Jamal Bay. Like I
Great.
said, Washington's got a lot of options.
Yeah, and they're able to move the ball around. Great penetration. Arizona 9-5. Somehow they're still giving Nico Mannion some space. Here you
There's
go.
the miss on Stewart.
Just have someone else shoot besides Nico Mannion. Arizona crowd
Going to Stewart.
early.
Going to Stewart right
active.
here. Sahonis, who's clearly getting shit on so far.
Oh, open
yeah.
look. Hesitated there. Didn't like that.
Good teamwork.
And Nico Mannion has proven a liability at times on the defensive end.
He's wide open
he's-
again right now from
God.
3. Jeez.
Why is Stewart,
on him? Yeah. There's a mismatch right here.
Switch happened
Yeah.
somewhere.
Good D. Good D.
Their bigs struggle, but they get a bucket here. That's Zeke Naji.
And maybe Najee could really help Arizona put the nail in Washington's coffin if he keeps pulling down big boards like that.
You know what I'm seeing? Mannion has seen the highlights from Sahonis, and he's I'm going to
lock
take him
down a
out.
little bit.
Wide open 3.
Oh, yeah. Sahonis. Oh, trying to take it.
What a move.
That was nice.
Yeah. Should have dumped it off the Stewart right underneath there.
Should have definitely done that. It's a carry right there. Come on, guys.
What a ball handler.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Too much. We have to
He
settle down.
missed.
Too close to the rim for Nico.
But this is where I don't like.
Oh, here's Bang. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
whoa.
You got to go.
Open man. Find the
Sahonis was
open man.
underneath.
Ship it, Mannion.
Oh, my gosh, man.
Another hit.
Oh, my God.
Let's
This
go.
guy. This
Nico
is
Mannion with
unbelievable.
11 points here. Arizona 13-5. And this man can just not be stopped. Hopefully they can contain him. Washington plus
doing
3,
here?
not
Okay,
looking great.
Sahonis for 3.
Good look.
Miss.
What?
Nazea Carter.
How
with
did
the
the
stuff.
How did the
Jay-Z's
CPU?
cousin.
How did the CPUs know that this is the Elite 8?
Except we already got 20 points with 1:30 left in the first.
Oh,
no.
man. Oh, my gosh.
Lucky he didn't shoot
Yeah.
that there. That is well within Fireball's range.
Have we not seen anyone go at Sahonis? He's not. Oh, no.
Oh. Okay, if he would have made that, if he would have made that, I
bit of a
would've-
defensive liability. He's not gone over one screen.
Arizona
Yeah. Had to
13-7.
adjust from that.
1 minute left.
Give it up, man. Oh, he's open. Gosh.
Oh, Arizona.
Nice transition.
Oh,
The
Arizona.
stuff by Josh Green.
Arizona out to a 15-7 lead here. Washington trying to respond. Washington just needs to slow the pace
They've
down.
had 2 open layups, and they've passed on them the past 2 possessions.
There you go.
They're getting
There you
into
go.
Stewart in the basket and the
There you
foul.
go.
Wait, who's got the under? Like, if you got the under, please, I'm sorry.
Oh, here
Should've-
comes.
If you have the under,
Sahonis hits the bench. Now here's something that's interesting. Quade Green's actually probably been the better defender than Sahonis
He has.
in the first 2 games. Hit the game winner against Baylor, so they got a deep team. You got to wonder how the second team of Arizona will play against the second team of Washington.
and Washington, they're down 6 here, but they're staying in this game, and they just need to slow down Nico Mannion a little bit. He's not in the game right now. This is maybe where you can cut the deficit. If you can end the
Who's
first
going to
quarter.
score right now? They got
honestly,
Baldy normally picks it up here, but I don't even see him. Oh, he's in the game at the bottom.
Both of these teams play shorter benches.
Oh, there's Green though giving up a layup right there.
Yeah, I mean, we're not seeing much defense from the guards
Max
of Washington.
Hazard, the UCI grad transfer.
Great move
I
off
love
the
that you know that, Cole.
off the dribble there. Arizona 17-10, 25 seconds left.
Kramer,
Here.
I think me and you were on UCI against Kansas State last year in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
He was their best player on UCI last year. Here comes Baldy.
Jamal Baker Jr. He's been the go-to second scorer so far in the tournament of Degen Madness.
I'm okay with this second unit out there.
Got to get a stop here. Only be
Take a garbage three. Oh, he's open now.
Wide open look for three.
Oh,
And he sinks it.
that's a dagger to end the first quarter, dude.
Horrible ending there.
We've
dagger.
not seen too many 20-point quarters.
30 total points. Arizona just keeps up their
I
hot
think
streak.
Mannion had 13, I think, of them.
Yeah.
11, one of the two.
This dude's unbelievable.
He really is the player of the tournament right now. Arizona 20-10. And the first Arizona game, we forget it so long ago, against Washington or Michigan State, they struggled.
Yeah.
Their offense didn't look great.
Mannion,
Since
the second and third quarter was kind of weak. and then
Guys,
the fourth
they were
quarter
down 5 with 30 seconds to
Yeah.
go.
basically since from the fourth quarter in that Michigan State game, the double overtime, their last win where he just went off again, they've been on fire. But maybe if you're a Washington backer, you can hope maybe they cool off a little bit because we found Washington pretty consistent. Their offense fairly consistent. They need to slow the pace down as
they
well.
got options though, man. They've had open layups that they've passed on.
Yeah.
So I feel like the score is a little bit deceiving. Oh, that's
Can I
Not a
request,
horrible look.
since we know Arizona's going to win here?
Oh my
look at
gosh,
this.
the transition
Oh my
defense
God.
has been brutal.
Can I request an Arizona Road to the Final Four highlight reel?
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah.
Here we go. Got to knock this down.
Ooh.
Oh,
Good move to the basket, big man.
jeez.
Who was that?
Sam Timmons,
Wow, that was a very smooth move by
the
the big man.
senior, the first from New Zealand. First time we've called his name, I think, this whole tournament.
Arizona up 10, 22-12.
Why
here
is Mannion not in the game?
early in the second?
Well, they got Sahonis out of the game too, and Stewart's out of the game too.
Oh, man.
Long two.
I mean,
Board.
honestly, look,
Timmons with the board.
I'm not a basketball wizard, but go over the screen, and Arizona would be doing much
They
worse.
got a
Here you go.
mismatch here.
Here you
Oh,
go.
they switch back.
The Pac-12 teams not known for playing defense.
Timmons,
Corner,
the senior from New
corner.
Zealand, gonna go. What's going
Way
on
too
here?
late.
Oh, jeez, this is he gonna get bailed out? Jeez.
Not a horrible look considering how sloppy that possession was.
Oh, wow.
Transition
Wow.
defense.
Oh, get outta here.
Timmons with the block. Got some mismatches here though. This is a big on a small here. I should just back him down right now.
Is number 13? Is his
Oh.
name?
Good hands. Good. Oh, no.
Oh, and he settles for okay.
His name's
There's-
Stone.
Stone Gettings.
Stone.
Arizona out by a dozen.
How do you name a kid Stone?
Yeah.
24-12. Gel Q Masterflex saying that's his
Quade Green
cousin.
for three. Oh
Oh.
man. See there, Sahonis and Green have been off. They haven't made
Wow.
one shot from the
Nico
field.
on the bench.
Well, and if you're Arizona, why not just keep him on the bench?
Yeah, your
until
lead's actually
Washington
gotten bigger.
until Washington makes a little bit of run. Your
see-
second team scores coming up.
How often do you see this? A team goes on a bit of a Cinderella run, and then they run into a juggernaut.
There you go. There you go.
Hit that. Come on, man. You didn't need to even shoot that. You
This
could have
could be the
dribbled in
end of
and
the
dunked it.
15 seed Washington's
Yeah.
Cinderella story.
Bring it in closer. And Washington, they win ugly. You need to ugly this
Oh,
game up a little
McDaniels
bit.
gets a partial block.
There you go.
Timmons with the
Timmons.
block and gets the ball. Defense is getting better for the Huskies. Let's see if they can
There
turn
you
it
go.
off. And
There you
McDaniels for three. That's
Wow.
a guy that, hey, if he gets involved, he was quiet last game. Game one, he was big against Baylor.
Let's go.
Jaden McDaniels is a ball player, freshman out of Federal Way, Washington.
Great momentum swing there for Washington. Cut the lead to 9, or the deficit to 9. Arizona 24-15.
They're balling on defense right now. They're
Yeah,
really protecting the rim, but Nico Mannion has been out of the game for too long. The good news is he's rested now. He can play the entire second
Well, the good
half.
news for you as an Arizona backer is Washington although the defense did tighten up, they didn't get that many points on the offensive side of the ball.
Did they even pick up any points with Mannion off the court.
Just at 3.
Yeah, so I think they were up 10 when he checked out.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
And
9
Nico is going to be coming in, and maybe he got cold. Maybe his hammies tightened up a little bit. That's what you're hoping for as a Washington.
By the
backer.
way, did you notice in the game winner from last night, Sean, the Greenies held up? Was it Skylar Mays from LSU?
Yeah.
The Greenies from Colorado prevented him from falling into the crowd. Strange move there.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like seeing that.
I really enjoyed that part of the highlight.
Here's Mannion with the ball.
Jesus.
He's back in. Sahonis back in for Washington. That's the matchup we circled coming into this game.
Oh man,
jeez, that's
horrific
too easy.
defense.
Nice dunk by Zeke Naji.
Naji, the big man right now for Arizona, that's helping
having a good
take
game.
the scoring burden off of Nico Mannion.
I don't know how.
Wide
Sahonis
open
for
look
3.
for 3.
Oh, there he is.
The cojones
Marcus
from Sahonis.
Sahonis.
Arizona still up 8, 26-18, 140 left in the second. Washington's not going down without a fight.
Well.
Oh,
Shooting foul. Shooting foul.
That's a flop.
Shooting foul.
That's a flop.
Who's this?
He pulled a bloody.
That was
Diva.
one of those rip.
Okay.
13 is Hamir Wright, Jr. out of Albany, New York.
He's been showing energy though. I like him being on the. I almost like him more than McDaniels right now.
McDaniels
Good
just
hands
hit
on the
that big
ball.
3.
Oh no, come on.
Oh, a gigantic 3 by Dylan Smith.
You can't let anyone else but Nico Mannion hit threes on this Arizona team.
People keep talking about the under. What is going on?
Arizona extending the lead to 11,
Okay, get into Stewart
29-18.
right here.
Are we?
Body,
That's a
body
mismatch.
Here you
Guard,
go.
yeah.
Against Jamar
That's
Baker.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Are we about to see a
Flagrant? A
fight?
little flagrant? No.
Trying to get a little chippy here.
Look, these are conference rivals, guys.
Oh yeah, I
You
mean,
know, this is the 4th time they're playing this year, so there is a lot of bad blood out
Dude,
there.
soft.
Got to make your free throws, though. He has 3 missed free throws so far.
no, I think he's only got 2, but
Yeah?
I think he's 1 for 3 right now. Needs to hit this second one though. Arizona 29-18, 110 left in the first half.
Guys, still into this music?
Yeah,
Colby's starting to break.
under you're gonna need a lot of help, but these teams could go cold.
Oh, you fucking bum.
I don't think he's made a free throw, Sean.
I think
you
he's made
sure?
1. I think he's made 1.
Arizona's just
That's
hungry.
too
They're
easy.
just diving to the rim.
And Washington, they seem to get their defense together and then just fell apart out of that last time out. Down 13, 31-18.
Sahonis just not been involved.
I don't understand. Oh,
just hit a
man,
hole.
there's the dunk by Isaiah Carter. They got to get him going.
A lot of alley-oops.
I don't understand how their defense is that bad. They're bigger and stronger than Arizona. I feel like,
Oh, Mannion.
yeah.
You got to
Jeez.
press Mannion.
How is this defense this bad?
Hold my dick.
Arizona 33-20. This Arizona team just can't be stopped.
50 milligrams, if anyone's wondering. I'm feeling good tonight, Sean.
Take the over on the Kramer edibles.
The family's watching Lord of the Rings. I had to get started.
Jesus.
Horrific turnover for Washington.
Look at this terrible transition defense.
All right.
Good hustle
This could
there.
be a big move.
He's
It's
got him. He's
Sahonis
giving
for the
up.
3.
Give it up.
Fight
Give it
him.
up. Oh my God, you're such a
Oh!
What are you doing?
loser. You're a fucking loser. You're
You
a fucking loser.
You have Stewart sitting right underneath the rim.
Wow.
Jeez.
Hello.
How does the CPU does not know that?
Hello.
Yeah, he's your best player.
Jeez, man.
All right, hold for the last shot here.
They started the game with Sahonis playing a 2-man game with Stewart, and it was working so well, and they just stopped.
Stewart taking it to the basket. Can't finish.
Oh, put it up!
Dude, what's up with this effort? What's up with this team?
Washington flat. Not what we
Hello.
wanted
They're
to
not
see.
even trying. They're not even
Come
trying.
to Papa. The
But
favorites have their day in the Elite Eight.
There's still a little bark left in this dog. I think we'll see in the second half.
Clayton 413 calling for Mannion to be a -110 favorite to win player of the tournament. At this point,
Well,
I think he's
especially
got.
with McKinley Wright losing.
Well, I think at this point you got to make him -200.
Yeah. And right now, the live line over at mybookie.ag, of course, use that promo code SGP. Get that sweet deposit bonus. Washington catching 9.5 points. So a 6.5 point adjustment from the opening number. Total still at 96. So for those
Interesting.
for those of you on the under, you have that going for you. That the The number has not jumped one way or the other, so possibly a decent hedge opportunity too. If you're one of those guys who likes the middle, getting an under 96 if you already had the over at 53 total points. I mean, certainly on pace
Shaq
for
likes
106.
the music.
Let's see these stats.
Dabbing on those fools.
I want to see what Washington is from the free throw line.
At this point, when is Arizona? I mean, I guess your point was accurate. They really weren't hot that first game until overtime periods.
Yes. Since
But
then,
the last two games, they have been red hot. 58% doesn't even feel weird.
no,
It feels normal.
no, and I would have guessed it would have been higher, the field goal percentage, but yeah, Washington just needs to. It's a pace
Can
thing
I just
too.
see what Mannion? Oh, 13 points already. Are you kidding me?
3 for 4 from behind
Are
the
you
arc.
kidding
and
me?
that's the difference in the game, really.
Well,
Yeah.
then, let's see. Stewart from the line. Oh, 2 for 5. Okay, we were wrong.
No, I think that's what I called.
No.
Anyway, team comparison. Not surprising.
Points in the paint killing them.
Arizona, no free throws attempted.
Assists killing them.
Yeah, and Washington, they have to win the point in the paint battle because you're assuming Nico Mannion's going to get his. I mean,
and they got to shoot better from the free throw line. You can't shoot 40% from the free throw line.
yeah.
Second quarter was fine. They just got to keep doing that. They got to start flipping that though. They got to win quarters.
Ugly it up a little bit, get the points in the paint. And Arizona's transition offense, I know it's easy to say Nico Mannion's the difference, but I think as a Washington backer, I'm already conceding that Nico Mannion's going to hit some shots, hit some threes. What you really can't have happen.
Hazard hitting the three.
Hazard hitting the three. Transition fast break.
Najee dunking it.
Najee getting in on your bigs. So that's what you really have to clean up. Nico Mannion's going to get his, and that's been one of the most consistent things in the tournament. I still think there's a path to covering that +3 if you slow down the other guys and slow down the transition offense. You can't let this Arizona team run on you. Make them set up in the half court.
It's shocking to me because I think Washington has the athletic advantage. They have better athletes, but yet they have. I was making the assumption they'd force them into tougher shots. No, it's been the complete opposite. Arizona looks like by far the better team, kind of running them out of the gym.
Yeah, and there is of course time to get in over at mybookie.ag. -9.5, -150 Arizona. So a little bit of a juice on that spread. If you think Arizona is going to pull away,
Sean,
with this game.
the fans are clamoring for it. Perhaps as part of media day for the Final Four, if Arizona can hold on, maybe Nico Mannion needs to come on the podcast and talk about his performance.
Well, now that he's gone pro, I think or declared that he's eligible, probably will be easier to get him on. He doesn't have to be tied to the school or anything.
Are we ready for the second half?
Let's do it. Will he make this?
Oh, I mean, Sean,
If it was Nico, he'd make it.
Yeah.
trampoline work is no joke. It is a
just
lot
cool
of
as
work.
shit.
I mean, 13 point. How many? This kid's got to.
He's probably has like 60 so far this tournament. It's insane.
It's interesting. They inbounded to Stewart. They clearly like this matchup. I don't understand it, but he's going to go ISO right here, and that's why they like it, because he's just much better.
And that's Isaiah Stewart's an 80. He's an 80 rating player. Get him the ball. Arizona up 11, 33-22 early in the third.
Let's see these adjustments. Let's see. Sahonis still not going above that screen. Missed from Mannion.
Little bit of contest there on the 3.
A lot of people wanting to hear our,
Carter.
Sean,
Get back.
There's a block.
There you go. Get out of my
Isaiah Stewart.
Sean, a lot of people wanting to hear our takes on Dak and Zeke in their house party.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, do you really want to play football in 2020? No, of course
Oh,
not.
my
another block.
goodness.
This is the Washington team I expected. They're more athletic. Oh, Sahonis cutting.
There you go.
Oh, he
God.
can't fit. He's struggling.
That was a moment.
He's
that was a
struggling
moment.
this game. Oh, Mannion's
You can't
open
let
for
him be
3.
wide open.
Oh,
That guy came off the bench. He came off the bench. This isn't
here you
attacking.
go.
Down low. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Let's make these
A
free
guy
throws.
came off the bench to play defense.
I didn't
on
see
Nico
that.
Mannion.
He whispered, dude. You can whisper in their ear. That's over in the players' section.
He just said fireball.
Yeah.
got into his head.
Said fire crotch.
Yeah, and now the
Wow.
fire crotch, it's burning. It's that itching, cracking, burning
We
sensation.
forgot to do this in the first half, but happy Easter.
Yeah, cheers,
Happy
guys.
Easter,
Always a
salute.
fun
Nothing
time.
goes better with Easter than some whiskey.
And hope you guys at home are having fun, having a good Easter.
Enjoy some ham, getting loaded, and watching Degen Madness.
Grilled some meat today, Sean, in the rain.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
talk about being off the soy train.
Yeah. I'm afraid to ask what type of meat.
Chicken.
Okay.
Ate
you
some
go.
I'm
chicken.
impressed. I'm
Some
impressed.
grilled some whole artichokes. That was pretty tasty.
Nice.
Can't get away from soy boy lifestyle too much.
All right, they cut it down to 9. They're on a 4-0 run in the third quarter.
33-24, 4 minutes left in the
They
third.
got 2 blocks. They're stepping up defensively.
Ooh.
Almost a third block. Hamir Wright.
I'm
getting the
fine with
foul.
that.
Yeah.
Can I throw something out there, guys?
Don't give it Arizona anything easy.
Feels a little bit like the intensity got ratcheted up a bit. Couple hard fouls. I need my man Nico Mannion to come out, do something electric, get this crowd back into the game, and put Washington in the fucking sewer where they belong.
Chase Jeter at the line, a Duke transfer, so you know he's a private school pussy.
Oh no! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Jeter at the line, misses
he
the
missed it.
first one.
You did it. You called. That was a beautiful jinx. Beautiful jinx, Colby.
Quade Green checking in. Sahonis coming out. Sahonis missed an easy layup earlier. He's kind of been off today. Only 3 points for Sahonis.
Great
He
coaching.
hit that wide open three, but that's about it.
Nice work by Mike Hopkins.
Yeah, Quade
Pulling
Green's
him out.
a capable player too, as you saw against Baylor. He was the guy who hit the nail in the coffin, the buzzer beater to beat Baylor.
But I like how he pulled it early. He
Yeah.
said, "You know what? It's not working right now. You don't
Let's
got
send
it."
a message to him so he can have enough time to
Not even that.
come
When
in
you,
the fourth quarter.
when you have two guys that are both pretty solid players, I mean,
yeah. Here's
you
Green
go.
right now
Ooh.
on Mannion.
Ooh, take it. Oh, come on.
Wait,
was gonna-
where's the foul?
Mannion
A lot
not
of contact.
known for his defense. Get
He
Mannion the
has
ball.
been a defensive liability at times.
Get Mannion the ball. What are you doing?
Arizona
Like,
up
let's go.
10, 34-24.
Let's go.
3:30 left in the
He
third.
has struggled against Green compared to
Yeah.
Sahonis.
Oh, but
Ooh.
Oh, no.
mismatch.
Oh, no.
It's a
And
bad,
if you're
that's a bad
watching it,
possession.
happy with that defense there.
Total's starting to come down a bit.
Yeah, it's only 4-1 is the score in this quarter. There's
Oh,
a cut
great
down low for the
find.
basket.
And
Nice.
Washington's had these open looks. They just haven't been able to find the man.
And if you're wondering who's picking up some of the weight, is this kid Hamir Wright?
And that's what you can't do that. Don't give them easy fouls. If you're going to foul, make them earn it.
See, I like it's again. Wright coming out of the game.
Jaden McDaniels coming in.
They're going a little bit bigger
Yeah,
here. This
yeah.
is a lineup that can really give Arizona trouble inside. They're going to have to
But
shoot him out of
Arizona's
it.
going to try and use their speed to get past some of these guys.
Yeah, they got the bigs in. Look at that. They got 3 big men in.
And this is where you can't get cooked in transition.
Nico's got to come off
yeah.
this screen, get the ball.
No, I don't think so. Shot clock's running low here. Big defending him.
Ooh,
Good
tough
defense.
look.
Tough look. And Stewart with the board. This Washington's
Cold.
playing great defense in
Ice
the
cold.
third quarter, guys.
Ooh, we'll take that.
Oh,
We'll take
chippy.
that.
Oh.
clapping
Oh.
in his face. Like that.
Quade Green, the Kentucky transfer.
No love lost between these two teams. This is the madness you expect. Arizona 34-26, but
You see
don't
that? They
look
just
down.
swapped
Yeah.
positions. Coach must have seen something.
And I like this coach's call. He's put in the senior Timmons. Timmons didn't play much the first 2 games. I like this call. Trust.
ooh, wide open three.
Quade Green for 3, and he hits.
Hits it. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
A 9-1 run to start the second half. Arizona only up 5, 34-29.
Let's go, Nico.
Nico trying to create on
He
his
can't
own.
get by. It's not Sahonis. Oh.
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 Oh, and a block by Timmons, the
Oh, my
senior.
God.
Green gets the ball before it goes out of
Oh,
bounds.
go,
Up to
transition.
Bay for the
Oh,
dunk.
what?
The Huskies are barking in Tucson.
Oh, that was nice. Cole.
What are we talking? 34-31. What a run here by
Nico,
the Huskies.
What's going on? Let's go, dude. He's going over the screen. I don't like this.
Timmons, great coaching. Great coaching by Hopkins, feeling his players out by putting Timmons in the game.
Good
Here's Timmons again
closeout.
with the block. This guy is playing,
Wow.
dude.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's been playing big
Oh,
time. Here's
no.
Bay again to Stewart. Stewart. Oh,
Great foul.
good foul.
And
Great
one opportunity there. Almost put it back in.
How many points does Arizona have this quarter? One?
I think so.
1 point.
I think one. You're feeling a little nervous over there?
I'm feeling extremely nervous.
So underbackers, you guys are right back in the mix. It's 65 points.
This
with,
Washington team is clutch.
They
Again,
really are.
The fact that Sahonis could just come out, a key player for them, and not a problem.
Hamir Wright stepping up. Sam Timmons. We haven't even called this guy's name the whole tournament. Playing huge tonight. I think he's got 3 or 4 blocks.
Arizona certainly, it seems, has a higher ceiling when everything's going right, but Washington, even their floor is very consistent.
Okay, they're going.
They're taking out Timmons. I don't even know why you would do that right now.
The guy is locking it down in the paint.
And they seem to want to play a little offense, 2-guard set. They're going small.
Maybe saving Timmons for the fourth. Maybe, I don't know.
Perhaps they're just playing defense.
Guys, this is a 1-point game.
Arizona 34-33,
How does this
120.
happen?
Degen Madness. That's how it happens.
But no, seriously, it seems like
I know. It's the fact that you're on Arizona, Kramer.
No, but this is what I expected. Washington has the athletic edge. I did not expect them to play that poorly on defense. When you have a height, you're winning the height battles in almost every position. You can jump out of the gym, so I feel like that Arizona would struggle to get shots off. That's why I like my Washington play, and I've seen it in the third quarter the way that I anticipated the whole game to go.
the under also coming back into actual reality.
Yeah, there was no chance. But the fact that Arizona only has 1 point in the third quarter makes the under way more in there.
Mannion is disappearing, and in a way that he disappeared at times against Cassius Winston.
I don't want to say though, because that guy can get hot, and when he gets hot, he's got a little Reggie Miller in him, man. And remember he did it against Cassius Winston. We talked about that. Second and third quarter he went cold. Fourth quarter, late in the game he shows up, and then in overtime he showed up.
I haven't seen a CPU player with the ability to burst quite like Nico Mannion.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Colby, reminds me a little of John Starks.
Not
Starks.
in Game 7 though.
The good and the bad, because he disappears like John Starks.
Mannion to the hole. He's gonna get blocked.
Contested. Oh my God.
John Starks he would have dunked that.
Yeah. That's a big basket though. Now you got 3 points for the
Are
quarter.
you kidding me?
Try to go out.
Arizona 36-33.
Points for the quarter.
Stewart, give it up though. You're double.
to
Double.
us.
Give it up.
Double.
Give it up. You don't need that. Come on, that's a dumb shot.
Forced it. Didn't need
Gotta
to do
get it
that.
back to Mannion. Got it.
Somebody
Find
was
Mannion.
open there.
Look, let him take over the game. It's okay.
Okay.
Jamaro Baker Jr.'s
You
had
got,
some.
you got McDaniels on
a bad
Baker
matchup.
Jr. though.
Oh.
Claude Green stepping up.
That's what I'm telling you.
Charge?
That guy is a legit
Looks
second score.
like a young Andre Miller with the slow jumper.
There you go.
Arizona back out to a 5-point lead.
Claude
Oh my
Green.
God.
Oh, okay.
What a move.
Green's playing big. He's playing big defensively.
And if I'm Mike, what I'm telling him is attack Nico Mannion. Let him get tired on defense.
Oh, come on. Close out.
Send it to Nico. Like, let him get tired on defense.
There you go. Good double.
Green.
Good
That's
double.
a jump ball.
goodness.
There we go. Claude Green has been defending him better than Sahonis. I think maybe if you're Hopkins, you bring in Sahonis for a minute in the fourth, but I think Green's your go-to guy down the stretch.
Well, and Green doing it on the other end as well. We haven't seen Sahonis.
And he just wins the tip. The smaller guy showing what a black guy does against a white guy. He out-jumps him.
This is the best we've seen from Washington, and they've.
Oh, that
Stewart.
move.
There it is all
The
day.
post
the
move by
Huskies only
Stewart.
Get it
down
to
one
Mannion.
with 3 seconds left.
Hit it.
There we
Decent
go.
look there to end it. And Washington responded. They started out with a run in the third quarter. Arizona responded a little bit, but then Washington went back, closed it down. They were down 13, erased a 12 points deficit. Now only down 1 going into the third. Over sitting at 96. That's very much in play.
The impressive 2 players that we hadn't really called out all tournament so far for Washington is I'm going to say Hamir Wright, the forward number 13, and then the senior forward Sam Timmons playing huge in this game.
Yeah, and he's getting it done on the defensive side. And not only Stewart playing big, but Timmons getting a couple blocks, couple.
I don't even think Timmons played against
Colby.
Baylor.
You see the adjustment. They knew they've seen each other a couple times this year.
Yeah.
They had to mix it up. The CPU, Mike Hopkins, is a genius.
Yeah.
Coach of the tourney.
Well, let's see how
Has
this
to be.
game goes out.
Has to be 15 seed. Oh,
Oh,
No.
oh, Sahona's back in, by the way.
Sahonis on ice
Yeah.
skates right now.
Oh, he's got a guy in the corner. Okay, cutting.
And one.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Great find by Nico down low to the cutting Smith. Arizona sinks it back out to a 3-point lead.
Hell of a
Just
find.
terrible defense.
Dylan
I mean,
Smith,
if you're gonna
great
foul,
cut.
foul.
Yeah. Give him a Charles Oakley foul. Don't do this ooh-la bullshit.
Live
right?
line over at my bookie right now, sitting at -3.5 for Arizona.
Oh, interesting. Okay, right back where we started.
Exactly.
The number very much in play, Sean. The total, I do think over still is probably going to happen.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how hot Arizona is
Sean,
on
it's
the
been-
offensive side.
It's been relatively
Oh.
cold for 2 quarters.
Feels like they're going to heat up. 78 total points right now.
I mean,
Arizona 41 to 37.
Arizona just got 3 points on their first possession. I think they only scored 4 all last
5.
5.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, Sahonis, we have not seen him hit a 3,
Yeah.
have we?
No, 1
He
3.
hit 1 3.
And he,
Oh,
how's that
good.
not a foul?
That was a good take. Good take. He just
Oh,
got
he's
the
pumped.
shit rejected out of him.
He's pumped. Zeke Najee playing a big game for
He's
the
playing
Wildcats.
very
Yeah.
athletic. I like his versatility, and he's very bouncy.
Good screen there by Carter.
whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
how do you
Man,
miss
jeez.
Stewart there?
Jeez, you did have Stewart. Shot clock running low here.
Bad
What's up?
shot.
It's a
Contested
long
deep
two,
two.
I think. That's a bad possession.
Now break.
Yeah.
Now break.
Now this is where you see Washington running back, trying to get into position. Good
Now,
contest.
again, he just hustle. All right, reset.
And once again,
reset.
Mannion has got some foot speed on Sahonis.
Why the spin? Why are we
Stewart with the
spinning?
board. Sahonis. They could use Sahonis for a big
Ooh.
bucket.
Oh, he.
Didn't
he's
he-
thought
not-
about
why
it.
does he
not
stop there?
confident.
He's
Yeah.
in his own head.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
struggling
confident.
a little bit here. Oh, and he steps
What
out of
the
bounds. What the
fuck?
fuck is this big Afro dude doing?
I mean,
What the fuck?
one might say he's the reason
They've
they
gotten
are
here, yeah.
here in the Elite 8.
But still, 3
there was
points. I think
chatter
he's
for
1
him to
4.
be player of the tournament. And that, of course, chatter has died down after his performance so far in this
That's
game.
not a foul. Come on.
That's horrible. If they're gonna call that, you may as well give Arizona the game, refs.
I like it. I like where the refs are at.
Chase Jeter. I mean, that's verticality at its finest.
If anything,
Straight
it's
up and down. Bullshit.
The offensive player initiated the contact for sure, Sean.
Yeah.
But in Degen
So that was
Madness,
some home cooking, buddy.
we are okay with a little fix once in a while, you know?
Of course, you listen to the Sports Gambling Podcast. The host here of Degen Madness, brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Promo code SGP. This is the Elite 8, the first game in the Elite 8. One of these teams moving on to the Final Four.
Oh, that's a big shot right there.
Jeter
Extends
made
the
his free
lead
throws
back
last
out to
time, I
5.
feel like.
Fresh haircut. Oh, he's nervous. Jesus, these kids.
A little stiff. This team has 3 greenies. Washington. That's how much heart they have on this team.
Well, Washington needs a timeout here.
Most
because
teams only have 2 greenies.
they haven't scored this whole quarter. I mean, it's only a minute and a half into it, but hey, you're down 6. This was a 1-point game at the end of the third. Sahonis.
There you go.
Sahonis. Oh, that went under.
He
made
heard
it-
you.
Okay.
Made it a little harder than he probably had
Yeah.
to, but going at Nico Mannion, and
Let's
that's
go.
a good strategy on
Let's
the
go,
offensive
Nico.
side. Arizona down to 4.
It's go time, boy.
Lead.
Oh, getting killed on the switch.
Wow. You got to rotate.
Yeah, someone's got to help on that.
Najee is having a
Having a
very
game,
excellent game.
And they needed some help from the big man. Good timeout here by the Huskies. Arizona 45
I'm
to
gonna go ahead
39.
and say put Timmons in the game because they weren't getting those types of offensive possessions, taking it all the way to the hole like that with Timmons in the game.
Yeah, I like Timmons in there, and I think he's been really helping out in the paint.
Who is McDaniel's been in the game?
In the second quarter, McDaniels he hit a 3 for them, but he's been kind of quiet.
But lately, has it been Wright or McDaniel's?
It's been right in the third quarter.
See,
was
what
there.
I would do
Yeah.
is get McDaniel's in the game. He's a little bit longer. He also appears to be a bit more athletic.
Yeah.
They just need scores, and at this point, Wright is their hustle
Well,
guy.
I liked it when they went big. They really forced Arizona, like they were blocking a lot of Arizona shots and really leaving it up to their guards to really score. So I would do that again if I'm Hopkins.
Even
Coach Kev, of course, coaching me up as an analyst. Don't switch, just double team and get out of the guard's hands, man. So yeah, the good call there on what Washington should be
Yeah.
doing. on the defensive side there. There's just not a good rotation, not getting the right double at the right time. But they're still in this game. They're only down 6. The spread is 3. Everything feels alive
here. Sahonis, by the way, scored last possession. Let's see if he gets hot.
Under's gonna need some help. Other than that, everything is alive and well. Sahonis just doesn't want the ball on the offensive side.
Bay's been kind of quiet this game.
Yeah, he had
Stewart,
a little.
Sahonis for 3. Oh, who's that?
That is the Huskies' ball. Nice box out there.
Extra special Easter Sunday shout out to Ripper Magoos.
There you go.
No additional context will be provided.
Inbound this ball. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Cutting it in there. Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
There you go, Stewart.
go up. Come on.
Well, I would have liked a little pump fake there.
Would have liked a post up there.
Yeah, that post up's ridiculous.
Sahonis is getting beat though in that first step.
Yeah, he can't guard Nico.
Yeah.
He can't.
I
guard
think
him
Green
at
is
all.
the
He
better
really can.
player for guarding Nico. Oh, nice cut down low. Look,
You got to bring Timmons
Yeah.
in. That second big really makes a difference for this Washington defense. Arizona extends it back out to 8,
once again,
47-39.
I think this is
2
a
minutes
7-0
left.
run by Arizona.
Nico is on another level right now.
Here
Or is
you
it
go. This is
9-2
it.
run, I
Turn.
think.
That's
all
there.
day. That's all
That
day.
is fucking there. Take it, my man.
Yeah, go to that play every time. He is better than every one of their bigs.
14 points in 16 minutes.
He should have more too. I mean that's
47-41. This game getting tricky. 145 left.
They need to
88
stop right
total
here.
points.
He's wide open down below. What the hell kind of
Good
oh
contest.
my goodness.
Got a little lucky there with Nico right
That-
under the bucket.
That's gonna matter.
Sahonis.
Find the big man.
Sahonis. Oh, he was open for
Stewart.
3. Stewart with the little jump. Not gonna fall.
Stewart's
They're
just
gonna lose,
not
dude.
enough.
He needs to set his feet there.
Nico. Oh.
Get it to this dude.
Dude, you want to take time. You're up 6 with a minute 18.
Reset.
47-41
Oh, Mannion's
Arizona.
wide open for 3. That's game, right? Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh my
You
God.
can't do that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Horrible defense. Horrible fucking defense.
Now we're just hoping for the
Why
coverage.
would you
Washington
not bring
backers.
in the players that made
Here you
your
go.
great
Here you
run
go.
for you?
Double. You're doubled. You're
Give it
doubled.
up.
Someone's
Give it
open.
up, you loser. How selfish can you be?
Sahonis was cutting, just couldn't get it to him. God damn it.
And this could be the end of the run for the
It is.
absolute
It is
Cinderella story of Degen Madness, the 15 seed Washington.
Hurry up, shoot a 3. The game needs to work on
A sense of urgency.
yes, next year they got to fix that.
Hopefully it's a
Oh,
no.
turnover.
The neural
Jesus.
net processor will be upgraded.
91 points. So under right in play here. Odd point total alive as well.
Dumb foul.
Listen, I am a University of Washington fan just as much as the next guy.
No, we're
Love you,
we're
Dub.
Wazoo guys.
I
Don't
love,
ever say that.
I love the breed of a Husky. I love the
That's true.
campus there. Beautiful Seattle.
This was a great run though for Washington. Not to take anything away. These seniors, they left it all out in the court. But this Arizona team is a force to be reckoned with.
I mean,
I
Sean,
question
honestly,
the coaching. Really,
but-
Hopkins didn't go to. They made their big run with the guys on the bench who happen to be checking in with 37 seconds left. Not going to give them enough time to come back from this one, there, Mike.
But Colby,
poor coaching.
Yeah.
They never made any adjustments in the
Yeah.
fourth.
they played great against an absolute buzzsaw. And Sean, if we could, I know you don't have the drop, but if you could recreate it, I think the buzzsaw of this tournament has been this Arizona team,
Yeah.
and they've made a believer out of me, Sean.
Well, and I know I'm going to pat myself on the back. I still feel good about my 40-1.
Shoot the ball,
Washington
you
bet to
fucking
win it all.
idiot. Jeez.
Colby acting like he's got a shot.
I just don't understand.
And
like,
that's
how
95,
does the CPU is retarded.
95 total points. Someone is going to have a bad beat on this total. What do they do
And
here?
they
They're
have
not.
to shoot. They have to shoot.
Washington is not fouling. They will have to shoot.
Oh no!
What's going to happen? If you bet the under, what do you?
Oh, they're going
my
in the
God.
post.
Oh no! He's tired.
5 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, rejected the under.
Here we
The
go.
under.
Here we go.
Oh!
So he did get a sweat there on the total.
The under made it.
If
Congrats. I was wrong.
If you're an overbacker, that feels like a bit of a bad beat. Washington loses all momentum. They lose the game. Odd point total hits once again.
Terrible coaching.
Odd Point has just been on fire.
Here's the Arizona first team in the Final Four, guys.
Salute,
The
congrats.
Wildcats.
Arizona bear down on the shoulders once again. A Nico Mannion dagger 3 there to end it. But I thought in the second half they got some of the other guys involved offensively. That really helped them carry the second half.
Let's talk about it because Washington was a team that scored points in both games. They definitely got slowed down a little bit.
Well, Sahonis only had 5 points. That's going to do it right there for you. A guy who normally
Mannion
drops 20.
18, not even a massive game for him.
No, only 5 points in the second half.
Yeah.
Most of that damage was in the second.
He had some good passes down the stretch.
Stewart should have had a 20-point game today.
Yeah. 5 for 9 from the free throw line.
He just needed to get there. I mean, he needed to hit his free throws, but really they should have had Timmons in more of the game. When he was in there, their defense was much better around the rim. They just couldn't get that second rim protector there.
Listen, I think if you're a Washington fan to come out of this with, you played 2 games where you scored in the 50s and you beat really good teams. I think they were cold that first quarter. That was the difference in the game. Mannion came out, made his first 3 3-pointers.
I would argue the fourth quarter, man. It was a 1 point game going into the fourth.
But if they didn't have that deficit to overcome,
True,
it would have been a different game because the pressure on Arizona had they been up 9 points there. I really think that Mannion they just didn't guard Mannion, and for whatever reason, Sahonis, maybe he was reading the press clippings about how he was up.
Yeah,
he was in there.
He's a 72 player. He doesn't have the mental CPU capability
Timmons
to handle
needed
those
to be
press
in
clippings.
the game.
Well, and that's the difference between a Nico Mannion and a Sahonis is, Sahonis can do it for maybe 1-2 games. Third game is really where we kind of separate.
What do we have up next, Sean?
We got a great game. Our next Elite 8 game. One of these teams will be moving on to the Final Four of Degen Madness.
The reigning national champion,
Virginia CPU, the reigning national champion of Degen Madness, heading into San Diego to face off against our gals, aka San Diego State. Total sitting at 91. So Kramer, I'm taking UVA here at +4.
Come on, dude. I'm not taking the private school pussies. And real quick, one last note on Arizona. They will play in the Final Four the winner of Ohio State LSU. That's going to be a matchup.
That's a good football game, man.
What time next? Our next tip is at 7 p.m. I think, Sean.
7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 o'clock on the East. Again, stay tuned, and we'll be live on all our social media video channels. Give us a follow on Twitter at Gambling Podcast. Of course, subscribe to the Sports Gambling Podcast, Apple iTunes, Google Play, wherever great podcasts are downloaded. Make sure you check out that Jake Plummer interview we just dropped. That was fun. Jake was a cool ass dude. Make sure to check out Colby Dant on his podcast, The College Experience, part of the Sports Gambling Network. And for Sports Gambling Network,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
I am Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Sports Gambling Podcast Network. See you at 7.
Kramer, let it ride.